Okay, we're back, and we're talking about short sales, foreclosures, and what the homeowners are asking us, or what's going on when we approach them. So John's approached a lot of sellers lately, and so we got some other questions, and I think this question is on list pendants.
Yeah, most homeowners, they're starting to get this mail from the bank. Of course, the bank doesn't make it easy for them to read it. So the first question is, I go in there, they say, and they give me a pile of stuff and say, I got this thing.
Yeah, that thick of paperwork.
I got this thing called lessee pendens.
Yeah, list pendants.
And I go, you mean a les pendants? Well, I don't know. I didn't take Latin in school, but I got a les pendants, and this one's a notice of default. What's this les pendants thing mean?
Okay, so for our homeowners, the list pendants, when you get a package, it's going to be served to you by a service provider, and they're going to have to physically serve you these documents. And it's the start of the process of the foreclosure. It's the start of the process of the lawsuit, where the bank is suing the homeowner for their collateral. So when you get served from a bank, the list pendants is the start of a lawsuit where the bank is suing for their collateral, which is your house.
Okay.
So they're trying to go through the process, which they have to go through the legal process to foreclose on a home. So there's multiple documentation they have to send you, and this is just beginning. This is just the beginning of what you're going to be receiving. So in that list pendants, you'll have a 20-day or sometimes a 30-day response period where you need to respond back to the bank, or they could just do this in automatic default, meaning that they can just say that you didn't respond, so they can set the sale date a lot sooner. So that's what they're going after. They're going after what's called a foreclosure sale to collect their property or capture their property or their collateral, which is your property, and that's all they have is collateral of that loan, whatever loan amount may be on the property. So once you get that letter, that list pendants, you need to take action pretty quick and respond to them so it'll slow the process down.
So is that the same thing as a notice of default?
It's basically the same thing. The notice of default means that a notice should be a letter of default, which means that they have to send out letters letting you know that you're not making your payments and that the list pendants will be coming. So the notice of default is just saying that, hey, you've not made your payments, you want to make your payments, you do. So they'll start sending these a multitude of letters and stuff, like phone calls as well, I'm sure.
Right.
All the time. When you start missing payments on homes, banks get kind of weirded out about that. So they're in the business to collect payments and not collect houses.
And that 20-day letter, is that something complicated that is done, or do I got to hire an attorney for that, or can you guys do that?
Very, very good question. Very good question. It's not, the 20-day response letter is something you can do on your own. You can Google 20-day response letter, or you can contact us and we can show you exactly where you can get this letter or what to write on that letter. We're not attorneys, we're not lawyers, and we can't provide documentation for you, but we can tell you how to get it, where to get it, and what some of our other clients have done. We can show you some of those letters to show you what they do to respond. So we can gather up some documentation for you to look at, and you make a decision on what you want to do with those and respond. And you should respond with a signature by yourself and send it to the judge at the courthouse and the attorneys that are foreclosing.
Mm-hmm.
And if the bank is from the bank, if you have their address, you'll respond to all three, so everybody knows that they got that.
Okay.
Okay.
Then after I got the les pendants and everything, I was getting phone calls from the banks wanting me to do a loan modification or a deed in lieu and
all right, we're going to talk about loan modifications on the next slide, so pay attention. We're going to talk to you, bring it to you. We've gone over the 20-day response letter or list pendants, and now in another short series we're going to talk to you about loan modifications and what they can do with those.